20-year ovarian cancer survivor. I have been stage 4 since 1997, and I'm currently in remission. I want to thank UMR for its work to highlight members of Congress who lead the effort to increase funding for medical research. Thank you to the members for the report and their leadership, Congress, to increase funding for medical research. Because of cancer research, I'm alive today. I am here because of your leadership in highlighting the importance of funding for cancer research. There are millions of survivors like me out there being grateful every day for this research. However, this progress is at risk. Without more members of Congress making funding for research a priority. In 1990, I was 44 years old. I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. I was a high school cosmetology teacher living in Baltimore, Maryland. For me, surgery was the only option at that time. I was thankful that my surgery went well. I was devastated in 1997 when my cancer returned and had spread. Surgery at this point was no longer an option. Once again, St. Agnes Center in Maryland became my second home, at which time I was given 6 rounds of Taxol. I'd lost my hair, was severely fatigued, and spent Christmas Day in bed wondering if I would live. The CA-125 blood test after the final treatment had shown that I was in remission. Research had helped me slay the cancer beast. But the real story of my survivorship is the drug Taxol. A study of the bark of the Pacific yew tree that began in 1962 that was funded by the National Cancer Institute had shown great promise in medical research. However, Taxol's journey was a long one. It took from 1962 to 1977 for NCI to confirm the compound's positive impact on tumor growth. It took another 7 years before the first NCI-funded clinical trial of Taxol began. In 1992, Taxol was approved for the FDA for treating ovarian cancer. Fortunately for me, my cancer didn't return before 1992. In all, it took 30 years for Taxol to evolve into one of the most promising treatments for ovarian cancer. But how many women died of ovarian cancer during that time? In 2003, my cancer returned once more. This time, my only option was surgery. And the reason for this is that cancer cells mutate and they become immune to your body and to the chemotherapy that you previously had. So my oncologist has asked me to wait because giving me Taxol would not have been my best choice. So surgery was my choice. So I now wait for my cancer to return in hopes that those of you who are working diligently in cancer research will have a new drug that will be available for me. Increasing funding for cancer research is critical for saving lives. This is just one of the millions of stories like people like myself who have been given the opportunity to stand here today in front of you would also agree and ask Congress to support funding for cancer research. I know I'm very lucky. I've seen tremendous breakthroughs and continued progress since I was first diagnosed with cancer 20 years ago. However, I still see people dying. I still see families devastated with this disease and waiting for treatment to be discovered. We all know that research is happening at a faster pace than before, but without additional support, progress will be stalled or maybe even lost. We need more members of Congress to make funding for medical research their top priority. I'm a living example of why it is important that we continue progress with medical research. I'm fighting to make sure that we're doing everything possible to guarantee that the progress continues so that my children and my grandchildren will know that there is hope. We are families, we are friends, we are loved ones. We're not just numbers. We are here, we are your neighbors. We are the ones whose lives are forever changed when our cancer journey begins. And we are the ones who know that research is the only hope that sustains us.